It's not often that you get to take the trip of a lifetime. Thanks to my amazing parents, my son Ben and I got to experience China first class. Our incredible journey began in Beijing, the oldest city in China. With the assistance of a local tour guide, we got to experience the incredible Forbidden City. This was the imperial palace for Chinese emperors for almost 500 years. Next up was the amazing Summer Palace. This was the summer residence of the current emperor. During our visit to the Summer Palace, we noticed a lot of the locals staring at my 13-year-old son. His name is Ben. Some even asked him to hold their babies as they took a picture with him. Our tour guide later explained to us that young American boys are somewhat of a novelty in Beijing. This marble boat was built for one of the emperor's wives. I didn't believe China could get any more amazing until our next stop, the city of Xi'an. It is here we got to visit the Great Wall. I can't even explain the feeling of standing on top of this world wonder. I was shocked by exactly how big it is. Here you see my son Ben with the wall stretching behind him. In this picture you can see my dad, my sister Kristen, my son Ben and I, and you can see just how far that wall goes into the mountains. What an amazing feeling to stand on top of that wall. My son Ben loved the fact that you got to take a chair lift up, and when you were done touring, you could ride a toboggan down to the bottom. This is the beautiful Temple of Heaven. It is also in Xi'an. We enjoyed the beauty and the detail of the buildings all throughout China. Here we got to experience another piece of Chinese history, the Terracotta Warriors. The very first emperor of China hired artists to build these life-size warriors when he was only 13 years old. More than 800 warriors, along with the great number of horses and chariots, were buried with the emperor when he died. It was believed that they would protect him in the afterlife. Since then, they have been digging out the warriors, and this is the farmer that first discovered them. Our final city in this amazing tour of China was Shanghai. Wow, it reminded me a lot of New York City with the loud noises and the flashy lights. The Bund was quite a sight. In Shanghai, we got to visit the beautiful Young Garden. The landscape was amazing. This garden was originally built by a Chinese emperor as a place of comfort for his ailing father. Our last stop was a memorable day in China. We were treated to a personal tour of a water town by my dad's friend Ray Jing. He taught us the ins and outs of the water town and the foods to stay away from. Boats carried people up and down the water through restaurants and shops. Locals live and work in this water town. What an unbelievable and incredible experience for myself and my young son.